California's 76th district is turning blue. After incumbent Republican Rocky Chavez decided to run for Congress, a number of hopefuls stepped in. Out of the June primary came two Democrats, Tasha Burner Horvath and Elizabeth Warren. Burner Horvath is from Encinitas and was elected to its city council for the first time in 2016.
I got my start as a mom trying to get in a stop sign near my kid's school. Got involved as a PTA mom, and we got that stop sign in that people have been trying to get in for 20 years.
Meanwhile, Elizabeth Warren is a former journalist from New York. She's worked for nonprofits, including the social justice organization Move On.
Lifelong Democrat, lifelong sort of social justice advocate. Just in my daily life, I've done a lot of volunteer work. I've always worked with nonprofits.
Both women are vying for the 76th seat. Warren won the primary with 26% of the vote, while Burner Horvath received 25%. Warren might have benefited from some name recognition. U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts is often in the national news. The 76th Assembly District is made up of Oceanside, Encinitas, Carlsbad, Vista, and Camp Pendleton. While voter registration has historically been predominantly Republican, latest figures show Dems now have the advantage. There are over 83,000 registered Democrats compared to 81,000 Republicans. There are also more than 74,000 people who declined to state a party affiliation. Among the issues facing the candidates is affordable housing, or the lack of it.
You look at Vista, and it has an entirely different, layout than Encinitas, for example. Socioeconomically, it's different. So you take a look at what works in Vista isn't going to work in Encinitas. What works in Encinitas might not work in Oceanside or Carlsbad. So each city, I think, should have the flexibility to determine for itself what it needs. The state needs to stop issuing these unfunded one-size-fits-all mandates.
Burner Horvath agrees that North County presents a unique set of challenges to creating affordable housing.
What's really important is to find innovative solutions that actually work to increase housing affordability in high land value areas like Encinitas, Carlsbad, Oceanside, and Vista. So I think accessory dwelling units or granny flats are a great solution, but I think we have to look at how do we increase supply that's compatible with our communities.
The gas tax repeal is another important topic in the district. Proposition 6 seeks to overturn recent legislation that is raising billions for transportation and road improvements across the state. Warren, who identifies as a progressive Democrat, is in favor of Proposition 6.
So we're hurting our small businesses, we're hurting our working people, we're hurting our middle class folks, and we're hurting a lot of folks that are at the very bottom of the income rung who are, for example, working here in the coastal cities but living inland.
Meantime, when it comes to the gas tax, Burner Horvath is not picking a side, saying voters have a tough decision to make in November.
I mean, it's really a choice of an unpopular measure. I think what's really important is in the primary, there was the lockbox put on transportation funding so that money can never be rediverted. And I think that makes it hopefully a less difficult choice for folks. But we just have to, at some point, know that we're going to have to pay for our road infrastructure, and it's very expensive.
When it comes to fundraising, Burner Horvath has raised over $544,000. She's received support from major companies such as Anheuser-Busch, drug maker Pfizer, PG&E, T-Mobile, and some political action committees.
We are spending all of our money on voter contact. That's what we're doing. This race is about making sure people understand the potential for having an elected leader in Sacramento who really understands our districts, who's from here, whose family is from here.
Warren has raised significantly less at over $90,000. She says she refuses to take corporate money. Warren has received donations from MoveOn.org, Single Pay, and Fund Her PACs, but most contributions are from individuals.
We have a stronger coalition because I think ultimately people power wins. Money only has the impact that we allow it to have in terms of influencing votes.
Burner Horvath has a lot of endorsements. In addition to a number of organizations, she's been endorsed by nearly half the current state assembly and by a handful of state senators. Warren has picked up endorsements from a number of local government officials, including an Encinitas city councilman and 2 school board members. Even though the 76th is turning blue this November, Democrats know this race is also about 2020. That's when Republican Assemblyman Rocky Chavez could run again. Matt Hoffman, KPBS News.